What is up, beautiful people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to tear down the Shovelhead engine from the crappiest chopper I've ever seen. So I know this engine runs because when I went to get the bike, the guy rode up on it, but I have no idea what's in this engine and I have no idea what state any of it is in. So being how bad the rest of the bike was, I'm going to completely tear this engine down and just go through it all, rebuild the carb, replace anything in this engine that is just worn. It's got oil leaks, one of the lifter blocks has a chunk missing out of it, so clearly there's stuff that needs to be done. So I'm just going to go through the entire engine, probably make some upgrades while I'm in there. We'll see. I mean, I could throw several $1,000s at this engine and make it the greatest engine ever, but does that really do me any good? Maybe not, right? It all is dependent on what you're going to do with it. This is going to be a chopper that's going to cruise probably at the most 70, 75 miles an hour. It's not going to be some high performance bike, so I don't need, some big bore and all that. Like, that stuff's cool. If you want it, I don't knock it. I'm just looking for something that is reliable. And I know when we're talking about Shovelheads, reliability can be one of those interesting topics to get on, because some Shovelheads are super reliable and some are super not reliable. Well, my goal is that mine is going to be super reliable. So before we get into this, give me a big thumbs up, comment below, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and let's go ahead and tear this engine apart. Right away we found that all the lock nuts on these lifters are rounded off, so that's why we're tearing this engine down, because we've made it one step in and we're already finding problems. Alright guys, so it's been about 2 weeks since I tore this engine down, and I'm finally getting around to showing you guys what we've got going on with it. So, as you saw in the time lapse, it's all torn down. Let me flip the camera around and really show you what I found in here. So you see right here, there's all the bottom end torn apart. And then over here we have the cylinder heads, the jugs, and the rocker boxes. So let's start from the top and work our way down. So here's the front rocker box. Stood out here is, I don't know how well this will come through on camera. There's some wear on those rockers. A lot of people may choose to run those. I'm gonna replace them. The rear rocker box looks fine, but the rockers, I'll just do everything. Our pistons, I had to wire wheel the top to see what size pistons we had here. It says standard. See a lot of carbon buildup on them. A little bit of wear on the sides, but overall, the jugs look good. This is all going to go to the machine shop, get checked out, because we could have a taper in there or something. So, just going to get all that machined. The rear one is about the same. Everything overall pretty much looks good, but we got it torn down. Let's send it all to the machine shop. And then we have our cylinder heads here. These don't necessarily look bad, but they're going to go to the machine shop also. A lot of carbon buildup in there. And just have the machine shop go through them, clean them up, do a valve job, whatever needs to be done to them. So that's the top end. Really no major surprises there. Then we get over here, and here's our bottom end. Pull the rags off. This tool right here, this is from Nine Finger Fabrication. They're a local company. These are pretty cool. They fit into the bore, so you don't have to worry about stuff falling in there while the engine's torn down. Connecting rod bearings seem good. Everything checks out well. I'm going to split these cases just to reseal, but all this, for the most part, looks good. No excessive wear that stands out to me. And then, as you see, most of the hardware is just rotted. I'm going to have to buy a lot of hardware for this stuff. Push rods, they look relatively okay. Intake stuff's all oil coated and just trashed. Camshaft looks good. It has an Andrews B cam in there. I don't know if I'm reusing this or not. Lifter block is broken, so those are going to be replaced. As well as these lifters are kind of just rounded off and just not good. The rollers on them are in great shape, but the adjusters and stuff are just not well. So since I'm sending all this to the machine shop, let me get over here to my chair, and the whole engine's torn down, this leaves us with a lot of options going back together. So I'm not entirely sure yet what I'm thinking on doing, because I need to replace the lifters anyways. I need to replace rockers. I need to replace lifter blocks. I'm debating on upgrading this to Evo oiling. So that would do away with all the external oil lines. It would oil up through the lifters, through the push rods to the top end. And that would also give me hydraulic lifters. And I know there's hydraulic options for a Shovelhead, but the Evo and later stuff is just way more reliable. So, but that's not a cheap upgrade to do, because I have to use an Evo cam, which is not expensive, but the upgrade and all that, it's $1,500 to $2,000 of an upgrade to do, or I can rebuild this and keep the shovel as possible for less than $1,000 in parts. I also have machining costs that go into all that. So, not entirely sure which route I'm going to go yet. Comment below what you guys think I should do. I'm really leaning towards the Evo oiling. I think it'll be a better... It'll just be a better bike overall, more reliable bike. Who knows? I'm not afraid to throw money into this. I just don't want to half-ass it and then you know, 6 months down the road, I'm tearing it apart to do this anyways, and then all that money I spent prior was just wasted. So that's kind of where we're at with the engine. As far as the project board, I'm reading it right now. All that's left on the to-do list is to rebuild the carb, which is all the way at the bottom. Parts needed. I still need a seat. I need a mid-control master cylinder, mid-control shifter, clutch lever, cables, and a ignition system. And what else do I have on there? And tires. So I've ordered a lot of parts for this, and I haven't showed them yet because I want you guys to see them as they're going on. I've got wheels here for it. I've got the front end that I'm doing. I've got the gas tank here. Pretty much I have everything I need to build this bike, but I'm still gathering some stuff. So it's only September. We've got time. I guess by the time you guys are seeing this, it's... No. It'll still be September when you guys see this. So we got time. You know, winter here in St. Louis can be pretty long. So realistically, I'm not going to have this bike done until probably April-ish. But I do need to... Oh, I don't have exhaust on the list. I need to figure out exhaust. So once I get all that done and mount it, I can send the frame off to powder coat, but I want to have everything mounted first, so when I get it back from powder coat, I don't have to weld anything else to the frame, because that would just be redundant and a waste of time. So I guess at this point it's kind of getting rambly. That's going to kind of wrap the video up. I appreciate you all for watching. I love you all. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Comment below. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. In the description box below is links to all of my social media, as well as our company website, Headstalls.com, where we make everything for horses right here in the USA. I will see you all in the next one. I love you all. I'm out of here.